Bitcoin is sitting at a very important level right now. And honestly, what happens around this area could decide whether Bitcoin continues towards a new all time high or gives us major correction. So, today I want to break down what I'm seeing on Bitcoin, the important levels I'm watching, and the two scenarios I'm looking at from here. And this is actually my first Bitcoin analysis video. So, let's get straight into the chart and look at the bigger picture. If we look at what Bitcoin has done recently, we had a pretty strong recovery from the 60K area. And this isn't just a small move. We have seen some really strong bullish momentum coming back into the market. We have also reclaimed some important levels, which is why I'm starting to pay more attention to the bullish side. Now I have already marked the important levels that I'm watching. I'm not going to make the chart too complicated. For me, the main thing right now is how Bitcoin reacts around these areas. Because levels themselves don't mean much if price doesn't give us a confirmation. It's not only technical. We have also had weakness in the US dollar, improving liquidity expectations, positive developments around crypto regulations, and continued institutional interest in Bitcoin. All of these things can support the bullish momentum we are seeing. But obviously, none of these things guarantee that Bitcoin is going to keep going up. At the end of the day, I still want price to confirm it. And there is one thing I'm personally going to be watching very closely, the monthly close. We are getting closer to the end of the month, and I think this monthly candle could be a very important. If Bitcoin can close strongly and maintain these higher levels, that would be a good sign for the bulls going into the next month. But if we see a big rejection before the monthly close, then I will definitely become more cautious about chasing this move. Bitcoin is approaching this 78 to 80K area, and this is the first major battle I'm watching. There is potentially a lot of liquidity around here. So I don't want to just see Bitcoin touch these levels and immediately assume we're going higher. I want to see what price actually does here. If Bitcoin breaks this area with strong momentum and then comes back and successfully retests it as support, that's where things start getting really interesting for me. Because then we are not just looking at a breakout. We are looking for confirmation that the market structure is actually continuing higher. And from there, we can start looking towards the higher levels I have already marked on the chart. And eventually, of course, the big question becomes, can Bitcoin take out the previous all time high? If Bitcoin gets there and breaks the level with strong higher time frame momentum, then we are entering a completely different situation. We are talking about price discovery, and that's where Bitcoin can potentially make some very aggressive move. But again, I'm not saying that definitely going to happen. I want the market to prove it first. Now let's look at the other side. Bitcoin has already moved pretty aggressively, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if we get a pullback from here. And honestly, a pullback isn't necessarily bearish. If Bitcoin comes back into one of these support areas, holds it, and creates a higher low, that could actually gives the bulls a much healthier setup for the next move. Bitcoin starts breaking these important support zones and we start losing the higher time frame structure, then I will stop chasing the bullish idea and wait for the market to show us a new setup. Because for me, the goal isn't to predict every single move, the goal is to react to what the market is actually doing. Is this the best time to buy Bitcoin? Personally, I wouldn't chase a move just because Bitcoin is pumping. If you are investing, you need to have your own risk management and time horizon. And from a trading perspective, I would much rather wait for either a clean pullback and confirmation or a breakout and retest. I would rather miss a move than enter just because of FOMO. So, overall, my bias right now is continuously bullish. The momentum is strong, the structure has improved, and we also have some macro factors supporting the move. But Bitcoin is approaching an important resistance area, so I want to see how price reacts here. The monthly close is also going to be a very important for me. If we get a strong breakout and confirmation, I will be watching the higher time frames I have marked. But if we get a rejection and start losing the important supports, I will step back and wait. So, can Bitcoin make a new all time high? I think it's definitely possible. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Bitcoin will make a new all time high. I will let the market confirm it. And if you enjoyed this type of analysis, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon. So, whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. And since this is actually my first Bitcoin analysis video, I want to know what you guys think. Do you also want me to make a detailed analysis on gold and what I think gold could do next? If you do, comment gold below. If I see enough of you asking for it, I will make the next analysis on gold. And I'll see you in the next one.